What's going on, you guys? My name is Joe Budden here with another awesome edition of The Pull Up, brought to you by Cash App, featuring one of my favorite people in the music industry. This man, I think, takes the title of most misunderstood artist from me, right? That's fair to say, yes?
You from you?
From me.
Yeah.
You take it from me.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit misunderstood sometimes.
Wale, don't do this. Don't do this right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Wale is here.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen?
The fuck is going on, man? Good to see you.
It's good to finally be here, man.
Yes, good to have you here.
Thank you for bringing all the cameras and stuff out for me.
Is this your, are you gonna do this with your interview voice?
Is
this your cool
I don't have to yell.
Artist interview?
I don't have to yell. I
voice?
don't have to raise my voice.
No, you never have to yell with Joe.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is a safe space.
That's what I'm saying. So this is my regular voice. You probably don't hear it that often because I'm always yelling at people.
These aren't your regular sneakers.
What you mean? What about them?
These look a little fancier than normal.
No, I mean they match my jacket. I wasn't like trying to throw them in your face. No, my bad.
No, they look great.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Let's start with how you doing, man.
I'm all right.
How are you since I've seen you last? I don't remember where I saw you last.
When I see you last? That was part of my whole setup.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know when the last time I seen you, but you know, last couple months been good to me. You didn't come to the New York show, which is unfortunate.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah, unfortunately. How come?
I don't really go to Brooklyn like that.
I know, but you know, I thought it was better than that.
And I don't think I was invited to that show, to be honest.
Oh, you got to get the personal joints. You
I
know
have
when
to
you
know that
know when
there's a
you're
show.
touring. You know when we're touring, it's all over the place. You just kind of wake up and go with it.
You know how I got invited to that show? Rory told me the day of.
And
The
you
day of,
decided not to go.
Rory said, yo, Wale tonight at Brooklyn Warehouse or one of those places I don't really love like that.
Oh, you don't love Brooklyn at all?
The shows I've been to in Brooklyn at the venues that they have for us in Brooklyn, I don't love them, and seems like that's where the industry targets now because that's where all the cool kids are.
Oh, okay.
They don't really do shit in Manhattan, the city like that no more. What you got? Irving Plaza, BB King's. I don't really see the SOBs.
I think they closed down BB King's, didn't they?
Yeah, see, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's one reason.
Yeah.
But how was the show? It was
good.
packed,
It was turned
wall
up.
to wall.
It was good.
Couldn't move.
Yeah, it was
Another
good.
reason I was glad I didn't go.
You're supposed to see your people that you support shine in them environments.
Wale, I saw you shining.
No, like, you know, new album out, like, you know what I'm saying?
Then I came to your Irving Plaza show. Don't do that.
But I understand you got a lot, you're a media man now, like, you got a lot going on. So, like, it ain't no love lost.
Did you do any songs that I haven't seen you do?
Yeah, the album.
You did the new album.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that yet. How did it feel performing the new music?
It's always good, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always reassuring, I guess, when you do like, you know, new records and people are gravitating to them, especially when they're like sandwiched in between like two super popular records and they still hold their own. You know, it's reassuring.
How often would you say that you need to be reassured
I don't know.
as an artist?
As an artist, I mean, you probably find it in different ways, maybe. You know, like it could be something you hear your record on the radio like multiple times in a day, you know, or it could be something as simple as somebody genuine like comes up to you in the street and like tells you they're impacted by your music, or it could be the concert, it could be just hearing something that nobody's heard and just knowing that it's just amazing. There's different ways.
Well, what's your favorite way to get reassurance
from
the fans?
I think any way for real, but I don't know. Unfortunately, it's a mixture between like going platinum. I do like that. I ain't gonna fake like that.
Yikes.
I just like to know that it's like, all right, cool. Like, all right, I've achieved this milestone, and word for word.
Even though you've done it.
Word for word from the shows.
But even though you've done it, even though you've already gone,
It's never going platinum never gets old.
I wouldn't know.
It never gets old. Well, for me, it's just a good feeling. It's like, all right, cool. You know, this is, you always want to, you know, and do it on your own terms. I ain't really have to do it nobody else's way.
So does it have an adverse effect if the numbers don't go where you picture them going or where you need them to be?
Not really. Not really.
How can that be possible?
I mean, no, it's good. It's reassuring. It's reassuring when it does happen, but you know, I'm not going to be overly obsessed with the outcome. You know what I'm saying?
How was the rest of the tour?
Good. I just got back from the UK. Did Paris, London, Amsterdam. Everything sold out. It was good to be back in Europe. It's been like 7 years since I've just had shows over there.
Was there ever a time where, because you say everything is selling out, but I always assume everything is sell out. The shows I've seen have sold out. Was there ever a time where there was a pressure to sell out the shows, live shows?
I've always been doing pretty good with touring, but we was doing some bigger venues on this jump. Some smaller, but some bigger than I've done. Even in Charlotte, I think Charlotte like is in 2 days and it's like 2,200. You know what I'm saying? And that joint sold out like a week ago. So I mean,
that's big shit.
Yeah, but you know, I always want to do bigger and better. I always want to keep, you know, growing, evolving.
What does that look like for you?
Everything that I've accomplished, do it ×2, I guess. In theory, not literally in ×2, but like, you know, everything that I've accomplished, continue to do it and continue to do it like.
But only in the field of music?
Everything.
Well, what's everything?
Everything that I put my hands on, everything that I'm into.
Which is what? That's what I'm asking.
As a businessman, as an artist, as a writer, ghostwriter, whatever you want to call it, producer, director, whatever I put my hands on. I think those are things that I've been starting to put my hands on. So, you know, want to make sure I do those even bigger and better.
Black History Month. Your record, Sue Me.
How do you feel about it?
I like it.
Do you think that saying the word black is rubs people the wrong way in the mainstream? Like having a hook that says "Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black." Do you think that it rubs some people wrong?
I think black
yeah.
rubs
saying
some people
black.
wrong.
I said that in the interview, and I was just saying, like, you know, when you say black, as you say it confidently, as a black person, some people get turned off by that shit. Some people, like, it's not really like, and I know people going to hear this and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But like, you be in rooms where it's like super powerful, non-black people, you say like black, or like even when I played Sue Me in some meetings before the album came out, I could just see it. Niggas was like, is this an insult? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this an insult? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even in Black Girl Magic, when I said white boy make more, same job as you, I know motherfuckers took that, like, they don't want to hear shit like that, especially on the radio 100 times a day.
Do you think that has an effect on you? In your career?
I think I was a little naive thinking that it would be like fully embraced by mainstream.
What, black shit?
The Black Girl Magic, BGM or Sue Me. Like, I might have been a little bit naive. Like, I might overestimated. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was gonna be such an uphill battle with like trying to give those songs to the world and like let it grow and get it in people's radar or whatever.
But now you've got the support for this record. It's the next record, right?
Yo, LOV is the record. It's a single right now.
I said the next one.
Oh, I haven't picked the next single, but I'm shooting a video.
Shut up.
I haven't.
Really?
Nah. What's the name is still going. It's just got top 15 in Urban, so we letting it sit for a little bit. I ain't picked the next single yet. So this is my second single, LOV.
Well, it would make sense to get to Sue Me, right?
I mean, it takes about...
You're not gonna be the guy to ignore the obvious writing on the wall, the alley-oop right by the rim.
Well, because of Black History Month?
Because of Black Everything, Wale.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Because of Black Everything,
Yeah,
not
but-
just the
all
month.
right, when would it drop? When would it drop as a single?
Well, that would be on you to decide.
Exactly. It ain't gonna be no time soon, but I just know I gotta see what it feel like, where I'm at around that time. Sumi would definitely be going against the grain with radio. I know I'm not going, that's gonna be more of a cultural thing. It ain't gonna be one of them joints that's like shooting up the charts. I know that for a fact.
And you're still actively playing the radio game.
I mean, it's really all I know.
What does that mean, Wale?
All I know is get ready to drop an album, submit it to the label, single, push the single, hit the road, drop the album. That's all I know for real. And I'm not sure. I don't think anybody has showed me personally, how to do it another way. Now, if I was taught or somebody showed me how to do it another way, and I was confident in that other way, then that'd be different. Well, the radio game is all I know for real.
Wouldn't it be somebody's job?
And then how many playlists you see me on?
I don't look at playlists, Wale.
That's the only other thing is playlists and shit like that.
Well, yeah, I would assume that it would be somebody's job to show you the tricks in the trade of playlists and streaming and all the DSP tricks the same way the radio had the tricks, no? Wouldn't it be somebody at the label's job to focus on streaming?
I don't work at the label. I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't really. I don't want to get in trouble. So I don't want to speak out of.
Okay,
I don't want.
got
You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
But if there is a job like that, I'd be open to learning. But I mean, like literally all I know since I got in is that routine. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, just go rogue and just drop mixtapes until you're ready to drop your album. That's another thing I've been doing. I was doing.
That seems boring.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Okay, but I said that seems boring, and I want you to respond to that.
What seems boring?
All of the repetition and the shit that you just named.
It doesn't. I mean,
Like it's a cycle. Like you could do it in your sleep.
Nah, definitely can't. It ain't boring. It's work. Work ain't always fun.
You are a confusing man, Wale.
You are too.
I am.
All right. Virgo shit.
I'm aware of it though.
I'm pretty aware.
Do you live in the art side of the art or the other side of it, which is business and numbers and it's a job? Because you don't sound like it's a job when I hear you rap.
Right.
You sound full of life. You sound at peace. You sound at your most comfortable doing probably one of the things that you do best, and that's how it sounds.
Right.
It sounds confident. In person, that don't sound like the same person with all this it's a job shit you talking about.
I mean, it's just, you say it sounds boring. You might be doing it in a cycle. I'm just saying that's like any job is a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Any job that you do is like.
But isn't that
it's like if
supposed
you
to be
play in the NBA, you have your off season, then you start working out, getting ready for the.
If I don't love the game, I quit. Like, what are you saying?
No,
to me?
I love rap music. I don't like the business. I'm not too fond of the business of it.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga making sure he get all his confusing looks off, so when they cut away, they can be like.
Well, I don't have a interview face or an interview voice.
I mean, I imagine that camera's looking at you when you do the confusing face that you gave me like 3 times.
But I don't cut to confusing faces.
I mean, you giving me like long pauses, so it make me feel like you kind of trying to make sure that one of them stick. That could just be me overanalyzing.
That's your paranoia.
Probably, maybe.
Are you normally paranoid?
No, I don't think so.
What do you think about what, I don't know if that was Carl Cherry that said that, so let me not put that on him, but whoever said that the formulaic way of making singles, melodic singles featuring R&B acts is dated and dead.
I don't believe that to be true, necessarily. I don't believe that to be true. Maybe for some people, but I mean, we definitely live in a time where it's less frequent.
Where those types of songs are less frequent?
Yeah, like less frequent as singles or less frequent as charting or trending up, whatever. They're a lot less, you know. Rap is more like super trap, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's, even the pop stars is linking up with trap, trying to do trap stuff, working with trap producers. So those kind of songs are less frequent. I mean,
Is that a field that you would ever venture into those style of records?
I mean, I rap, I rhyme, you know what I'm saying? So I always just rap on whatever. Sometimes I'm in the studio and I just don't want to go through beats all day. I'll be like, whatever y'all pull up, I'm gonna write to. Cause I just hate sitting around listening to beats. So I probably got a couple records like that in the tuck.
Give me some of the. Would you consider On Chill to be a slow burner?
Nah, that came out the gates. It was going crazy. As far as the feedback goes.
Numbers wise.
Yeah, I mean, it took, for some reason, it took a while to get on the charts, but when it got there, it was like
When it
high.
got there.
It was really high. So I don't know how it all adds up, but when it got there, it was just, it didn't creep up there, it just went.
How did that feel?
It was a good feeling. I still don't really all the way understand how Billboard works, you know what I'm saying? But
We're gonna get into Billboard too at some point.
but it was a good feeling though, you know what I'm saying? Like the Shazams all over the country and all of that, and like my shit was like
Oh
with
my
all,
Jesus, man! I hate when you niggas make this difficult. Coming off of the album before the fucking album that's doing great right now, right? When there were rumors that maybe Wale has lost a step,
right?
maybe Wale's pen is not as sharp as it once was, and maybe Wale is not as valuable as he once was. And then you caught another hit. So when I ask you how it feels,
I don't think that.
I am not looking for this shallow, laid-back bullshit that you've given everybody else. I am looking for the deeper answer.
The deeper answer to how did it feel to have a.
How does it feel to prove your detractors wrong after a decade in the game, after bouncing from label to label?
I don't look at it like that.
Well, how do you look at it is what I'm asking. Not I felt good. Oh, the numbers told me it did. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
Good.
Yo, I don't want the industry to have made you into like some facsimile of yourself.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
It felt good to get a record that charted. Like, you know what I'm saying? To come, I didn't feel like, oh my God, I gotta drop this record or I'm not valuable to hip hop. I never was.
How did it feel before you put it out then? When you made
so
it?
let me walk you through it. Let me walk you through it since you wanted to raise your voice and shit, because I ain't
I want to have a compelling interview and not do all this fucking coffee passive-aggressive shit we doing.
I ain't doing no passive-aggressive shit. I kind of think before I speak now.
So give it to me. The creation of the record. Did you know what you know what it was at some point?
When I left Atlantic and I was doing this independent thing for a while, I wasn't really worried. I went out to LA and I made It's Complicated EP. The fans enjoyed it. They didn't even really know I wasn't even signed to Atlantic no more. Then I dropped Self-Promotion, you know, and that jump was like more rap, you know what I'm saying? And I had a call from every other label. There's one label they didn't call. I had an offer as soon as I left Atlantic. It was too low. And I was like, you know what, I don't really need, I can, whatever. And, you know, I was indie and I was making money like crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I was just dropping EPs. And then dropped Black Bonnie. That jump was doing, it did what it had to do. And then,
The offer that was too low was from a major?
Huh?
The offer that was too low was from a major?
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. So then I narrowed it down to 2 labels. And after a lot of thinking, I just went with Warner Brothers. And then I never stopped recording. So I walked in there with a rack of records. And then I cut that jump. And we knew it was gonna be single for a while, but niggas was waiting for me to be done with the album or get closer to being done with the album. And I'm one of them niggas that I just I'll keep going. Even when I submit the album, I'm still going.
So all of you and your entire squad and the label, or maybe not the label, y'all confidence was in this record long before.
I was confident in a lot of records on my album. I really didn't know. Like I wasn't really like, that was one of my least concerns. Like I was just like, the album is good, we straight, whoopty whoop. And then when we knew we was gonna put it out, I was just like, all right, cool, here goes nothing. I'm like, I know it's gonna go off, you know what I'm saying? And then when it went off, I never once was like, man, I'm gonna show niggas with this one. I'm gonna watch this. Like, I never was like that. Not even a little bit. I wasn't really thinking like that. So when it did, I was just like, dog, when is this shit gonna be on Billboard? Like, hey, this shit going crazy, I can feel it. So when it is, okay, cool, all right. I wasn't like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But it do feel good to, in retrospect, when people bring it up, like, yo, how you feel? Like, you show them, because I didn't think niggas was counting me out for real. I didn't, but now when people say it, when people tell me, you know, there's another person that kind of insinuated what you just said, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, oh, I didn't know.
Really?
I didn't really know because Sean had a platinum single on it too, and I think Running Back about to be gold, or if it's not gold already, and My Love is gold. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I thought that album was impeccable.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I wanted to do something fun with that joint, but niggas like me having fun, I guess.
And there's that part.
Nah, but I was in a bad place with Atlantic when that joint was.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to ask you. I don't
even think they thought I was done. I don't think they thought they thought like that. I was talking to Kaiser, man. Shout out to Michael Kaiser. I was talking to him. He was like, I think it was like, nigga, that album was just 6 months too
Hi,
early.
Kaiser. We love you.
Little Burger. He was like, that album was 6 months too early. It was just 6 months too early. Like, the G-Eazy record, it was just a little bit, the J Balvin shit, fucking, like, it was just 6 months.
Joints on there.
Yeah, it's joints on there. Dua Lipa, like, you know what I'm saying? That jump was just early, like.
How do you feel when labels are able to admit to their mistakes privately?
I don't know if people do. I don't know if people do that.
And not publicly. They would never do it.
You know that.
They would never do it.
Yeah,
They would never do it.
They don't really got the platform for real. Like, ain't nobody sitting Michael Kaiser down to be like, yo, what you think, Michael Kaiser? Even though he has you should try to get him on the show, though.
He has a wealth of knowledge. He would never come
He
do my
wouldn't
show.
do it.
He would never do my show. It's fine.
Maybe Dallas would do it.
I don't think any of the
Dallas
executives
would
would do my show.
And Dallas been putting in work, too. I think Dallas can give you some honest answers, though.
I would love to have him.
Dallas, you should come. Dallas Martin, wherever you at.
What was if they're able to make that type of admission, then what went wrong in that relationship?
Nothing went wrong. I just feel like it was
Atlanta?
business things. It was business things that were outside of my control.
Shit that didn't really have nothing to do with the creation of music or anything you.
No. I mean, I had my own things. I was like, my frustration, it took over. It took over everything. My frustration took over, like, you know, like, I can't really legally speak on everything, but
Then don't.
I had a situation. No, I just had my daughter, and I lost a lot of money on some paperwork stuff with somebody.
Got it.
And it just put me in it was traumatizing because here I am holding my 2-week-old daughter, and I'm hearing that I just, you know, lost 6 figures, high 6 figures on some paperwork stuff. So it just put me in, I was not fun to be around.
See, shit like that, I could tell why you feel like this shit is a job.
And I was scared. I was a little scared back then. And then I just remember the record coming out, and like, I remember me and you talked that night. We had at the Genius event.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it was you or somebody else, but I feel like it was you that I was like, yo, no, the person was like, this is your only rollout thing?
That wasn't me.
Okay,
Don't put that on me. That wasn't me.
I just remember. I mean, it stuck with me. Like, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it wasn't much of a rollout, but I don't want to be like that. Like the label. Like, Atlantic is a wonderful label. Like, it's, you know, look how much success they got. Roddy, they got Lizzo, they got Meek, they got A Boogie, they got all these things happening. So, I just think that it's a combination of things. Like, you know, Julie Greenwald, Juliette Jones, and Dallas, Mike, that was all of them, everything was A1. It's just a combination of business with something I had nothing control of, and what I was going through on another side as far as like my situation and just having the pressure of having a newborn and all of that.
I learned that a lot of fans have a hard time with the understanding of how labels work, subsidiaries, just business aspect of things.
It's like politics.
Though they seem to be very fond of it.
Yeah, nah, it's the politics. Like, it's like politics. Like, everybody want to vote, but it's like, do we really know what's going on and where everything goes and all of that? Like, it gets so fancy at the top where you just like, I'm just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really like seeking information and stuff like that. And I'm a victim of that too sometimes. But it's just like when you're so obsessed with the art and you got the passion for it and you just wanted to get it in people's hands, you kind of just like overlook a lot of that stuff.
As best as you can right now, can you explain to me and anybody else stupid out there the difference between Atlantic and Warner as it pertains to you, number one, and two, how MMG's business situation may have affected the outcome of things with you, label-wise?
I really can't get into that. I really don't even know, for real. You know, at the end of the day, labels are, MMG's a family, right? Yeah, labels are like a business partner.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a working staff, you know what I mean? So, but MMG's more like, when I hang with Ross, I don't be looking at him like, yo, he's like my co-pilot and everything, like on the business, like that's my man, like it's family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different kind of.
Do y'all still buy Christmas gifts for the people at the label department people?
Is that like a joke?
No, I'm seriously asking.
How you know we ever did that?
Because I'm in the music business.
You just assume. I don't know. I get gifts for some people. I don't know what Ross do.
Okay.
Meek probably give gifts to his billionaire club.
Now listen, I heard Ross give real good gifts.
Ross
give good gifts.
Ross take care of the crew.
And he seemed like it. He seemed like it. Good guy. I fuck with Ross.
Mm-hmm.
How? Actually, before I get to any of that MMG shit, earlier you was talking about fear, which prompts me to ask, in hindsight, can you walk me through some of the times in your career where you were scared, or when you were operating from a place of fear?
To be honest, like, it's weird because when I'm in go mode, I don't have that. I don't, like, when I'm just in the zone, like in the creative space, when I feel so good about what I'm making daily, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't really have that at all. Like, I just be like, all right, I got a loyal, like, super, like, loyal fan base that, like, kind of shields me from, like, some of the ills of, like being truly scared of something, career-wise. I never really, like, I don't know if anybody can really operate if they're scared, like, on a high level. I don't know if anybody really could. Because at the end of the day, even when I left Atlantic, I had a offer right there. Like, I could have just went without, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, that's too low. Let's see how this indie thing works. I never was really fearful. And even when I got dropped from Interscope, like, I was never, you know what I'm saying? I was 25 years old, you know what I'm saying? And I was on tour everywhere, overseas, everywhere. Like, I had records with T.I., Gucci, God. I was in the South. I was like, I was just feeling the love. I had money in my pocket. I wasn't really tripping. I didn't even really realize what being dropped felt like, because by the time I really, truly was like, damn, I'm dropped, No Hands was like going crazy. Like, before I had time to stop and be like, damn, nigga, you're not even signed no more. No Hands was going crazy. And I made More About Nothing in that time. So it's like, by the time I really was like, damn, I'm dropped, I was like 2 days from putting up More About Nothing. And that shit broke Z-Share. Shit was fucking everywhere. Like, it's everybody, most of my fans' favorite project. So
I be feeling like when y'all super successful artists start talking all this success shit that y'all have had, right? I be feeling like, well, for them to truly believe that, wouldn't they just go independent and put it all on them? Like, when you say, when I'm in go mode, I'm in go mode.
Yeah,
and
but think about being independent.
And you just had a little taste of it with the EPs.
You want to be in the game, though. Some
Yeah,
niggas like to be in the
speak
game.
to that, yeah,
Some
give me
niggas
that.
want to be in the game. I know I'm one of the nicest niggas, ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you want to be in the game. Like, it's some niggas that rap music is low key like a lick for them. So it's one of the many things that they do. And if that's your mentality, indie is the way. Like if you like, you know what I'm saying? But some niggas want to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? Being in the game is being like,
Yeah, what's being in the game?
it's like, being competitive, making records and like, putting them out to a larger audience. I don't think that indie is I don't think I'm ready for that indie on a larger scale because I don't have a team around me. Like I don't have a personal this on salary, a personal that on salary, an A&R on salary. Like I don't have all of those things with me, so it's like going indie would be a headache, but the money would be great, but it'd probably just be like a lot of, because I like, I need you need a good publicist. You need a good product manager. You need a good somebody who can make a phone call and get an extra 50 grand for a video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
You
would be
need
nice.
those things.
That would be real helpful.
Yeah, it'd be very helpful.
God damn it.
Unless nigga about to just drop videos with motherfucking cue cards and like motherfucking drop them on the phone and shit like that. But, and maybe I'm selling myself short, but I don't think I can. Shit, I couldn't even get late night TV this album. I did Trevor Noah yesterday.
Now don't feel bad. Late night TV is tough.
Yeah, no, it is.
I've been trying for 17 years.
Oh, you want to do late night TV still?
Oh, now you just got me into some shit.
You gonna perform?
No, I don't want to perform anything.
I think you still want to do it a little bit.
I don't.
A little bit. I think a tiny bit.
I don't. I'm not conflicted like you rappers.
Nah, I don't want
to do it.
I just think that like you inspired so many of us. You know what I'm saying? You inspire so many of us to like talk about the shit that's uncomfortable to talk about, right? And it's like when you was at your, I hate to say peak because I don't think you can ever be at your peak in music because you can come back. D'Angelo did a 15-year hiatus and dropped something. There's no peak, but I just think that you made it easier to talk about as a black man. First of all, as a black man.
My deep brain hears so much wrong with all of this music.
No, listen,
shit.
but listen. Let me just get to what I'm saying. You made it easier for a lot of niggas to talk about their feelings, especially as a black man. And like nigga, like it's not like you from this tri-state area. Like you from a place where it's like it's hyper masculine, hyper flashy, and you was talking about shit that was kind of like niggas wasn't really talking about, and you had bars, but it just wasn't the time where that shit was like super acceptable, or it was in a time where you can monetize that much. Like right now, you could, if it was like that back then, you could have dropped like one song on one of them projects, dope video. You're a good interview. You drop that shit and make fucking 50 bands off the type of shit.
Do you believe stars are born or picked?
Both. They're born and then picked. You born like, okay, motherfucker's cold. You know about 100 motherfucking cold motherfuckers that don't get no roses.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think some of us could ever really peak in the music business because I don't think the music business is designed for black people to peak.
What you mean?
I don't think that Warner will ever show you the books and give you anything that will help you in your renegotiations. I don't think that artists have a smidgen of an idea of just how profitable they are to the labels, and anything you need to climb further up the ladder, they kind of have to give it to you. It's a never-ending game of tug of war. So how can you peak in music unless somebody on the other side wants you to peak? That's my question.
How can you peak in music?
Like you were talking about me and music and you used the word peak. Well, then what do you call where I am
But I don't think, I don't like to use the word peak because it's
Well, then
never,
let's not use that word.
it's like this. It's like this.
But you said you don't like to use it because in music you always want to hit away. You can always come
You
back.
can always drop. You can always go. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you really about this shit, Not if you want some gimmick shit. If you want some gimmick shit, it's gonna come and go.
Peak for me, and I feel like a broken record when I say this because I've said it so much, is I was miserable when I was making music. Especially,
I think
the second.
I think in this era right now,
I think most of y'all niggas be miserable too, but y'all still gotta
if you
play
was
the
in this
game.
era right now, first of all, it'd be times 3 of what was going on back then because the way you was breaking shit down is in vogue right now. Talking about like things that aren't like traditional, it's not always happy. The melancholy love shit or emotional or shit, whatever, like that's in vogue right now. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's a kind of about like there's so much into our lives because of the social media and shit. And you know how to be on the other end of interviews. I guess what I'm trying to say is when you want to, you know how to be to make motherfuckers want to fuck with you. You know how to do that, but you also know how to make them.
I'm a charming Virgo.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm as charming.
You're a charming Virgo as well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that opinion, but sometimes this is one of
We're
the things
flawed
this
perfectionists.
is one of the things that caused my whole shit, like just being uncomfortable because I didn't used to really smoke like that and I drank like seldomly, but it's like you do so many years in the game, right? And it's like you try so hard to be like, I want these people to fuck with me because I don't want them to say nothing bad about me to other people. You try so hard at that, and then it's like, they get back to you.
They say it anyway.
They get back to you like, yo, man, they not rocking with you over there because blah, 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 blah. And they not rocking with you, blah, 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 blah. And like, enough people say that and it's snowballing. It's like, bro, what'd I do? Oh, it's one person I didn't speak to in the room. I forgot. Or I didn't catch that person. So in my mind, it's like, when I'm doing stuff, pressing stuff like that, I'm like, man, I just hope that niggas is like, not like, man, I don't fuck with this nigga. They're right what they say about you. And it's like, damn, I wish I understood how much I don't want it to be like that. Like, and then it starts to fuck with your head. Like, you go into an interview and it's like, all right, I'm about to go do this joint. I'll be in the car, like, I'm about to go do this joint, make sure. In my mind, I'm like, go make sure you say what's up to everybody, make sure, they have nothing bad to say about you when you leave and shit like that. And that shit that causes paranoia. That causes a lot of it.
Yeah, and it makes you a slave to the art form.
I just don't feel like I have the luxury of saying fuck it. I don't have the luxury of that.
Give me somebody who
And plus,
does.
deep down inside, I honestly don't want nobody to be like upset or feel lesser than. I just don't want that.
Did you come away with some of this revelation after the complex blow up?
A little bit after. It was significantly after. That joint didn't really like. I was regretful, but I felt like I just felt like there was a vendetta a little bit.
And let me tell you, best cleanup job I've ever seen with the Seinfeld redo. Oh my God. Hire that creative genius.
Oh well. I mean, it was a. I don't know. I think maybe now that you say it, I'm thinking of it, but maybe that was the moment when I was realized, like, bro, certain people ain't never gonna like you, and it's frustrating because you making music on the high level, but certain people just ain't never gonna like you for whatever reason, like, And I think it hurt. At the moment, it hurt because I was such a part of that culture.
The realization.
Yeah, that culture, like
The
the
acceptance
fashion,
of-
sneakers, all of that. I was a part of that culture, and I know I made a damn good project. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of really hurt. It just was like, man, and I just thought to myself, this got to be personal from some level on there, but I ain't want to accept it though. I ain't want to accept that joint.
Earlier, you mentioned you brought up Interscope and your time there, which had a thought pop in my head. So I'm going to say this, and you can expound on it, or we can pivot to the next conversation. I haven't seen you at the Rock Nation brunch pictures.
I've literally had a show every single one of them joints. Since I left Rock Nation, I've had a show or I was not nowhere near LA. Every single time. This year, I was in Dallas, yeah.
Yo, so I just remember while we was talking that you were supposed to executive produce my album if it ever came out.
Yeah.
I was going to let you do that.
Okay. But what happened?
Well, I'm not putting up music out.
There we go. There we go.
I only bring it up to tell you how highly I think of your musical ear.
I appreciate that.
You and Ross.
I appreciate that. And even to be mentioned in the same vein as Ross on some like producer or like visionary, audio visionary thing is great to me. I think I can. I feel like I could find love in doing that for other artists more so than my own project.
Would you do it?
Yeah. I'm doing Young Chris's joint right now.
What, Young Chris?
Young Chris.
Young Chris, Young Chris?
Young Chris.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm doing this project. It'll be done, I believe we dropping a record next Saturday. No, next Friday.
Independently?
Yep. Young Chris.
How did that
Guap Dad.
How that came about?
That's been my man since before I got
love
signed.
Chris.
I mean, since before I got signed, I think he just found himself in a difficult situation, and you know, my loyalty as a friend won't waver. If you up or if you down, it's not gonna waver, and it hasn't wavered for Chris. So we always been cool this whole time. He just, we had a talk, and it's something I want to do. We're sitting on like about 15 records right now, and it's gonna be an EP. We got this song Ryu and Ken that it should be dropping on with Empire on next Friday.
Oh, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, he got some joints.
Nah, I fuck with Chris for a long time. What else is important here? The Grammys.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
The Grammys. And you were saying you ain't been nominated, so that's fine. You don't care.
I got one nomination. That was a long time ago though.
None for On Chill.
Nah, the On Chill one was kind of frustrating because the record was so big, but I was just told that it came out a little bit too close to the deadline and it wasn't enough time for them to see.
They tell us all the bullshit, man.
Yeah, but it was frustrating.
Too
But I
close
just
to the
I
deadline.
ain't want to get myself angry about it. But I definitely was like, damn, man, like this one.
But what part about it would anger you? Like the lack of recognition from not your peers, because that's not your peers.
This is one of the things. This is one of the ones that kind of like frustrated me, like, cause like it just helps your brand and it helps your
business.
Being there, yeah, it helps. Like,
It
they
does.
want a Grammy, so I believe it was Bad, cause Lotus was my nomination. Bad was played more times than Lotus on Urban Radio, and it's like triple platinum, like, you know what I'm saying? And the year that could have been nominated for a Grammy, and like I'm not asking for record of the year. I'm not asking, but like, rap, sung performance, or one of those kind of joints. It was joints nominated for that was like not even on that artist's album. They were like little throwaways and stuff like that, and I was just like, damn, like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And maybe, I don't know, maybe that kind of shaped like my, like, the stuff I deal with up top, like, because I'm always worrying, like, if I'm upsetting somebody or I'm making somebody not rock with me, or, I'm constantly dealing with that everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? And
I find that so interesting because you're a Virgo.
Right.
I'm not plagued with that.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how.
Because it wasn't like that. It probably started being like that in the last, like, 2 years. I can't really, that's why I don't
so unapologetic.
I don't do that much, I don't do that many interviews no more, because it's like no matter what I do, it's just always like, he's too cocky, he's too he's too he like, I just can't do it no more, because it's like no matter what I do, and I ain't gonna lie, like, nigga, like, I'm sensitive, I don't give a fuck, like, niggas could say, well, rappers ain't, whatever, nigga, I'm sensitive, your bitch like it, like, nigga, what, like, you know what I'm saying, but it fuck with me when I do stuff, because I'm constantly worrying, like, am I doing this right? Am I making enough eye contact? And that shit, somebody who's dealing with anxiety, that shit builds up. Like, that shit ain't right. That shit ain't good. So a lot of times when people say, yeah, just come in and just kick it and just do the podcast, do the interview, I'm like, bro, in my mind, I want to explain it to them, but I'm like, nigga, I ain't about to tell you my whole shit, but I might just be like, in my mind, like, no, I can't. Like, I try to do as few of these as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I don't watch them when they come out.
Watch our shit.
You seen, Adam Driver? He's an actor. He was, any of y'all white people know him?
Yes.
See, white people know him. He tight, but he don't like to watch his movies that he in, and I relate to that because he was like, that somebody tried to run his movie while he was doing the interview and he got mad, and it's like that's how I've been recently because it's like I don't even want to think about the interviews. Interviews used to be so easy for me. Now it's just like, bro, everything I do, they gonna just harp on. Oh, I'm gonna get some questions that's no matter how I answer them, people gonna say I'm crying, I'm complaining, I'm not grateful, I'm this, I'm that. Or they gonna say I got a bad attitude, or they gonna say you're too reserved, or you're too whatever the fuck this nigga just said. They always gonna say something, and it's like, bro, if I could have one wish in my career, it would be to just make music and be one of those mysterious niggas that just drop and then everybody support. Like, if I had one wish in this industry, I wouldn't even wish for plaques and all the success. I would be like, yo, I want to be one of them niggas that just do their little 12, 13 songs, tweet and post for that week, and then go on tour and then go missing again. I would love that. But unfortunately, I can't do that.
Damn, I have a flurry of questions now. Question
Did you
number
get what
one.
you needed now out of me?
Who picks you up?
Did you get what you needed?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Who picks you up when you're in maybe one of those dark moments?
Nobody.
Like you was just talking about.
Nobody.
Really?
Nobody. Me.
You have a support group, a support system.
Yeah. But
So why nobody?
Who picked me up though? Nobody. Nobody.
So what do you do to combat some of that mental health stuff that is always present,
Drink.
but we don't feel like explaining
Smoke weed
to?
and drink. It's not the right way. It's not the right way.
I'm about to say you just threw me for a loop.
It's not the right way.
I get drunk.
No, I ain't say I
That's
get
how I
drunk. I ain't
deal with
get drunk now.
I
just
smoke weed.
and I drink.
Isn't that
sip.
that's counterproductive, no?
It ain't the
Or
right
is
way.
it?
It ain't the right way. It's my way.
For how long?
When I'm not making albums, when I'm not doing press, I'm pretty, you know what I mean? When I'm not doing, and that's another reason why I try not to do too much, like press and stuff like that. Not because I don't want to, because I think I got some great things to say, but
They've turned you off.
yeah.
They've turned you off.
Respect, bro, and not just, and that's why we can joke around with each other all day and make little passive aggressive jokes, but that's why I fuck with you, because at the end of the day, when the real shit go down, they've turned you off, and the empathy. There's not really enough of that shit going on amongst us.
I say it all the time.
It's such a fucking competitive sport.
I say it all the time.
You know what I'm saying? It's niggas that I ain't work with that makes the most sense for me to work with, but they not probably trying to do it because of ego or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But there's no empathy. There's no mental health insurance or health insurance in this game and shit like that. But
Well, what role are you taking at the label to change that for the artists that follow behind us?
at my label.
That's the
Well, I
only
started
label you
off-
can
I
talk to
started
about
off-
it.
I started off wanting to be a leader over there. That's what I wanted to be, but things didn't really work out like that for whatever reason. I'm just an artist now.
What's the for whatever reason?
I don't know if I knew it, I would have not used for whatever reason.
Have you ever negotiated? Have you ever negotiated
I
for?
could be good in the morning. Have you heard Too Fast by Brent Faiyaz before? Or Saunders song? It's a great song.
I love Saunders.
Saunders?
Sanders,
son?
whatever his name
Saunders?
is. I love it.
You love Brent Faiyaz?
He's cool.
You think who you like better, Brent or Frank Ocean?
Neither.
What do you mean you don't like either of them?
I like them both the same.
You just said you don't like either of them.
I like them or don't like them the same.
So you don't like them the same,
Yeah,
but you like both of them.
the same.
So if you
It's balance.
So if it was one,
It could go that way,
if
it
was
could go that
1
way.
to 100, what would you rate?
I wouldn't.
So it's
not my place to.
The zeros.
No.
But you're part of hip hop, the hip hop talking head community. right?
I don't necessarily view it
You
that way,
pick
Wally.
songs. You have a cult following.
I talk about the songs I want to talk about. I don't just talk about everything these niggas put out. I talk to the people I want to talk to. I don't talk to everybody that just want to come
Respect,
sit down and
respect.
talk. Talking head make it sound like I have to sit down and talk to some of these people, and I don't feel like I do.
Revolt, which is a big like media company, so you kind of have to do certain things.
That's not true.
You got to work. You got to show up to work.
You have to do that.
You have to, right?
I would say
If
so.
you didn't work with Revolt and you're just doing it on your own when you felt like it, you wouldn't have to do it until you was ready.
But it's not work when you enjoy it. And that's the difference
No,
between
you have
where
to go,
you
but-
sit
But you have to do it.
and where I sit. I wish I could do it more sometimes. I love it so much.
Really?
Sometimes I don't think it's
so.
enough hours in
I
the
don't think
day
so,
for
Joe.
me to do it.
I don't think so, Joe. I don't
How?
think. I just feel like maybe sometimes you be like, damn, I got it. Like you could be mid-interview and be like, this shit isn't fun.
No way.
So every interview is
Never.
fun every single
I've
time?
never said that.
Okay.
I've never said that.
Well, you an
I'm
anomaly.
not. I'm not interview man.
You are an anomaly.
That Migos interview that I walked out of, I said that.
Oh, yeah.
That was work.
That was work.
Shout out to Migos. I love y'all.
Yeah, that's the cleanup. That's RP.
No, we've been pieced that up.
RP, I know.
No. Me
Very
and the
well.
artists,
Oh.
not the label head.
No, okay.
Me and the actual artists, artist to artist
Yeah.
communication.
But whatever, at that time, you didn't like, your job was, there's times like that in every job is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
That justification is so bullshit.
Oh.
I understand why you bring it up, and it makes sense for you to bring it
Bring
up.
up what?
Every
Migos
job, no, that every job is a job, and you have to go because at sometimes a job is gonna feel like a job, nigga.
Do you think rappers like doing interviews?
Some of the artists that are self-serving.
And I love my fans. I love like people knowing stuff, but like the actual task or procedure of doing an interview can be a bit much for me at this point in my life and career. So,
Do you feel like your fans know as much as they can know about you, or as much as they should know about you?
it's definitely more to know. It's definitely more they can know.
Do you guard that stuff from them
I guard certain things from everybody. You know what I'm saying? But
because you feel protected doing that?
I'm just private like that on like a lot of things.
I have a new ideology for people that are private like you.
What's that? You want to expound on that?
Some of it ain't just privacy. Some of it be shame.
I don't think I deal with that. I think that I just like I already come to terms that I'm not like a media darling, and to kind of shake the table any.
But
further-
all of us in the media like you. See, that's where y'all confuse
Really?
me with that.
Oh, so
I'm not a
y'all.
media darling.
Who's y'all?
Y'all famous people.
Who else has said that?
A bunch of people have said that.
I mean, you could feel free to throw a name out there.
I wouldn't. 'Cause
Well, I
wanna-
didn't know if that was any. Oh, if that's all off the record talk, then so be it. But
That's a common thing. That's not something that's specific to you. Most artists feel like that about media.
well, I mean, I literally got like a private conversation put on blast by a major company. You
In
know?
an interview?
Yeah, Complex. You don't remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when stuff like that happens, it changes you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? It was in the moment. I was mad. It probably happens a lot of times, and
Yeah, but the therapist will say, "What part did I play in that?"
no, I was in the moment. I just said I was in the moment.
Like
I
you
was-
sat
I was-
down with clickbaity ass Complex, who looks for the clickbait.
Your former employers, yeah. Continue.
I left.
But no,
I find out, and I go.
But that happened before that, so you already knew. So
No, that was
continue.
before me, yes.
Yeah.
That was
so
before
so
me.
you knew what type of time.
And I found
and,
out.
And in your
I found
opinion,
out.
you found out, but that happened before you got there.
Yeah.
So you knew what time it was. Like, with all due respect to Complex, that thing can happen before you work there. So for the most part, you knew that they were what they were capable of.
I knew that was nasty.
Yeah, and then you worked for them.
So you saying I'm nasty by default?
No, I'm just saying you worked at Complex. So, they
And I-
clickbaity and all of these things, but at the end of the day, I'm still cool with Joe. I'm still cool with a couple people over there. And
Me too.
they clickbaity, in your opinion, you know what I'm saying? But you worked over there. You worked over there.
Why
You
in your opinion?
Yeah, because you worked there. I didn't work there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did Complex Con a couple times, but you worked there every day. You woke up very early.
Seem like-
you woke up
seem
very
like-
early in the morning to go there to work.
No, Wale. Jesus, I hate famous people. I wake up early daily. Not I woke up early to
Why
go
do you hate
somewhere.
famous people?
Y'all live in like this other dimension.
Why you keep saying y'all?
Because you're famous.
Ain't you on the TV show?
Yes.
Don't you got a podcast that's like one of the biggest podcasts in the world?
Yes.
Aren't you interviewing one of the best rappers of all time right now?
Yes.
So what does that make you?
Popular.
Famous. Next question.
How are you with your peer group? I just asked this to Big Sean last time I saw him.
Well, all my peers probably think I'm strange. Not strange, but like maybe eccentric might be the word. But it's really because I'm getting worse at being social. Just getting worse at that shit.
Even with your own peer group.
Yeah, I'm just getting worse at it. I don't know why.
You don't really fuck with them niggas, right?
No, I do. I really do. But like
I know you have to make it look like you do.
No, I do.
But you don't really fuck with them niggas.
I do. I might not share the same interests as 90% of them.
That's a good way to put that. You don't share the same interests as them.
I share the same interests with West Side Gun. We was at WrestleMania last year. Dizza. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like everybody like fashion. That's a common denominator. But I'm just, I'm not into some of the things they into, and I don't know. I could seem really like uninterested sometimes, even when I'm just chilling or surveying a room. I could seem like I'm uninterested.
Disengaged.
Yeah.
You and Cole made friends again.
Again, we never was not friends.
No. Well, y'all had a whatever that was.
No, it was rap. It was a conversation
Just
via rap.
rap.
You think that we never was beefing, not even a little bit.
Well, why?
Why what?
Well, why not?
And why not beef?
Why don't you send a shot at somebody in your peer group? Maybe not today. It don't make sense today. But at some point in the 10 years, because you're competitive.
Yeah, but
You told me you're competitive.
But yeah, but we're not like I'm gonna send shots about what? Send shots that's gonna lead in us talking like crazy about each other for what? For entertainment of the people.
Well, that would be a classless shot.
Yeah, I don't have no reason to take shots at nobody. I don't like nobody. I'm good. You feel me? Like, I'm not on that type of time right now.
Do you have a therapist?
This is therapy, essentially.
Yes, but do you have a therapist?
Maybe. I'm informed about my state.
Your current state, you're saying?
Yeah.
Didn't I come to that LA house party that you did?
Yes, you did.
That was
it turned out. Yeah, it was crazy.
That was pretty good.
Man, I think AB was there, Johnny Manziel. Oh, that's not a good way to start it off. But Diplo was there.
That was a good party.
Diplo, man, a lot
Women
of
were
people,
there.
live,
Played a bunch of joints from the album that wasn't out yet. Everybody
Yeah.
partied, had a good
Yeah.
time. It was good
I'm
vibration.
gonna have some more of those this summer in LA.
You working on new music, right? Yes. The answer is yes. You're working on new music. I don't understand these guys.
No, cause
The fellas Aisha looking at.
I don't think I'm.
He can say it's promotion.
No, I don't think I'm like anything like of like that. I'm really like hyper focused on. Listen to beats and, you know.
Listening to beats is working on music.
Oh, okay. Well, I just been used to just writing for the past like 11 years. So
Who you listen to beats from?
it's weird because there was a time we had super producers, Josh and Kanye and everything, and then there was kind of like this little space where there wasn't like the era of super producers wasn't. You know what I mean? And now it's back to like kind of super producers a little bit, but I don't really like seek beats from like niggas that are like just on a level whereas they feel like I fuck with who fuck with me is basically what I'm saying. If niggas fuck with me, I'm gonna listen to beats and I'm gonna keep writing. If niggas ain't fucking with me, like they got their own people they want to fuck with, then that's cool too. But who send me beats, I'm gonna listen. And I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna, come up with ideas.
We was talking off air about the 90s throwback songs getting sampled and that formula. And you were saying you think it's almost done?
Yeah,
And why would you want to speed up such a beautiful movement?
I think Jinx, he tweeted something about it, and it kind of like, I kind of like started thinking about it. He was like, yo, he said something like, man, are we almost, something about, he just kind of implied like, is this 90s, early 2000s sampling era over because, or something like that. And I just started thinking, I'm like, I know I'm part of that, but maybe in the upper like 2 percentile of it, but of success rate on that level. But it made me think, I'm like, yeah, these are kind of like everywhere right now. And in order to be a leader, like you can't follow. So I don't know. Like I question it. Like, do I want to do some shit like that again, or do I want to try something else? However,
but you just did it and it worked really well.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing that out there.
When I try something else, like a song like Debbie, which nobody's got nothing knocked out like that, or BGM, which is completely left of whatever's happening in hip hop. It's not as it covers ground because, like, I'm at the meet and greets and I'm talking to the fans. It covers ground, but it's not as heavy as, like, On Chill.
How does Eric Bellinger feel about what went on with On Chill? Like, honestly, when
that
y'all
nigga,
talk,
that
when
nigga
y'all
wrote
talk,
Fine China, bro. That nigga know.
I know.
He
what
been
he's
writing for niggas for
I'm
ages.
clear. I'm clear on what he's
think
done. That's my guy. He was on my album before last.
He got bigger records than he got bigger.
That is not what I asked you. I know how accomplished he is. And he knows.
So you asked me how do you feel about what went on with On Chill? What happened?
He's off it.
He's not off of it. He wrote it. He wrote the hook. So how's he off it?
It's off it.
He was off. Okay, so that means he's off Fine China? Is he off Fine China? Is he off all the 700 gold and platinum joints that he wrote?
Well, shit, I would ask him how he feel about being on Fine China.
He wrote it for Chris Brown. He wrote it for him.
I would feel a way.
Wow.
Because some things you write as a writer, and some
Do you
things,
know that-
and some things
do you
you
know
write,
that-
and
do
some
you know
things
that-
you
do
ask
you
me
know-
something and won't let me answer, and some things you write as a performer.
Right.
And when I listen to On Chill, the cadence says to me that he might have wrote that for a performance by him. And I've been in a
You
situation.
could tell that from a cadence?
Yes, I'm an artist.
Oh, you are an artist
Yes,
still.
yes, I can tell that from a cadence.
So, for the record,
And I've been in that situation.
Triple Jersey Joseph Button is an artist. Continue.
When was that disputed?
You
I'm
know-
just not artisting, Wale.
But you
Because I hate y'all and I hate this shit. So I'm not doing it. Because I'm happy in life and I love myself today.
You literally can drop an album from your fucking living room. So what do you mean? What does us have to do with it?
Wale, yes, I could drop an album from. All right, let's have this conversation.
Yes.
Yes, I could drop an album from my living room.
Yes.
How long does it take to write that album?
I don't know how fast or slow you write, but I'm assuming you write.
Let's put some on it. Let's put some on it.
You write.
12 songs. 3 months?
I feel like you could do. I feel like you could do. I feel like you could do an album in like a month and a half.
I could. You know what that would do to my will and my soul?
What?
Eat it.
Why?
Because that's not how the brain functions. That's why.
What do you mean? How?
It means that the brain, mine anyway, is, we creatives. So it's free flowing. It works at its own pace. When you get an idea is when you get an idea.
Yep.
This is not a job that you clock in, you put your brain to work, and in 30 days, you come out with 12 songs to your liking. But let's go with your little made up scenario anyway. Let's say best case scenario, 2.5 months,
Right.
12 songs. You pour your blood, sweat, tears, heart, and soul into a project. You put it out. Fans have no idea what it took for you to create that project. They just treat it like some ear jewelry, throw it in the garbage whenever they want. Now you got to set up a tour. Now you got to set up promo. Now you got to meet the demands of all of these different people and then turn right back around and do that again the next year. That's not fun, Wale. For Joe.
You don't have to
For
do-
Joe. I'm only speaking for Joe.
Joe,
I
but,
was
what I'm-
broke and miserable.
What I'm trying to say is that's not how it is no more. If you
Yes,
wanna,
it is.
Hold on. If you don't want to tour, then
Now
don't
you
wanna do all
niggas
this-
ain't even. They
If you-
not
if you-
even.
a nigga like
now
a nigga-
you're the dinosaur.
No, a nigga like you, the shit that you do is more so like giving niggas food. You feeding niggas that just some niggas, the most niggas that's
Man.
probably download. Listen,
Go
I'll let you
eat
talk.
off
I'll let
the
you talk.
old plate
I'll let
I
you
made.
talk. I'll let you talk.
Go ahead.
The niggas that was listening to your shit, some of them niggas probably don't even leave that crib for real like that. So you're selling streams to niggas that just want to hear it and they whip or whatever and do it all that. You don't even have to do all that. And then you so transparent with your audience that you tell them like, yo, bro, like this is what it is. I'm not
Man.
doing all that promo shit. Y'all get these records, get these bars off, or get these thoughts off. Nigga, you don't even really need hooks at this point to get off what you got, get off to your core.
I cannot believe that he is able to sit here and say this to me. 72 bar a verse guy, no hook, no structure guy, 10-minute song
Think about
guy.
it right now,
What
though.
the
Think about it right
I
now.
tell you all the time, you saying all this shit to me and I feel like grandfather present. I paved the way for most of this shit
You
going
did.
on today.
I'm not
Why would
refuting
I
you.
feel like I need to double back and get involved to show who what?
I'm
not
saying,
in a
if-
place
I'm
where I
just
have
saying
anything to
hypothetically,
prove
I'm
to
saying
them.
hypothetically, if you wanted to do that's the space it is right now. You don't have to. You don't owe no niggas a tour. You don't owe niggas no fucking. Like you just owe.
But
like,
that
if-
space exists because I created that space.
I was one of the niggas.
That space
I was one of
exists.
the niggas that said that you created that space, and I said it in this interview, and I said it on Twitter maybe 4 months
But
ago.
I'm saying for me, not publicly and what I've done and footsteps for people to follow. I've created the space for me to have the creative freedom to go this way, that way, do business with this person. It's open, it's an open field. I didn't have that luxury in music because I personally was not successful enough to have that luxury in music, so they told me.
And like
So
I
they
said, like I said about 4 times, it's a different game than it was when you said fuck this shit.
So tell me about it now.
I mean, I told
Tell
you
me about it now. What is so different about it now? Tell me. It's still all these.
rapping about certain things that you was rapping about is kind of like I said, it's in vogue right now. Just navigating through media is something that you can teach a lot of niggas in this industry about how to navigate through the media. And most importantly, from a money standpoint, it's like you know the business of music. You not the music business, you know the business of music and the worth of and what goes, who goes, gets what. So again, you would be dropping music in a place of your expectations is in a space like of you're realistic with your expectations. You know how to navigate through media, and you're talking to people that were once not received well for speaking about emotions. If you was talking about anything other than a Jacob watch or a throwback, in that time, it was bad. Or in the next era, if you wasn't like literally motherfucking going outside and doing smack TV and all these other things, like he wasn't like OD going for it, like niggas wasn't hearing you. But at this place right now, when niggas is talking about everything, and it's really kind of like you can kind of really grasp your fan base through like Pandora and like the researches and all that stuff. I think all those things would have been beneficial to the old Joe Budden.
But they're beneficial now.
Yeah,
They're beneficial to me in
No,
this current
but I'm just
field
saying. But
that I'm in.
So do you enjoy this more than you enjoyed rapping?
Yes.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Cause everything.
Okay, elaborate.
I'm more at peace internally. That's first and foremost.
That's
first and foremost.
So writing raps was making you feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
Why? Just writing raps. Why?
Because I always rap to live. I was never rapping for fanfare.
So you didn't love rap?
I still love rap. That hasn't changed.
Okay. You don't like writing raps though?
Nah.
Why?
No. It's not fun.
Why isn't it fun?
That's not fun.
Why isn't it fun?
You know how much energy it takes to pull what we pull? Of course you do, because you do it. So, no, the act of making it is not fun. Listen, they never appreciate.
don't be writing-
Wait, tell
you-
me. Let me
you never
finish.
write raps and be
Hold
like-
on. They never appreciate the magic trick once you show them how to do it.
Right.
Never.
Yeah, you right.
All of that comes with the creation of the sauce. Nah, it's not fun.
Right.
It's tolling on us. That's why I sit here and talk to niggas like you and niggas like Sean and all you niggas that it's been tolling on.
Right.
Because it's not all glamorous and pretty. And if there was two fucking niggas to have this conversation 20 years ago, Joe might have done something a little different.
Right.
I'm jealous of these new niggas that get to listen to this.
I will be too.
I am. I'm 100% jealous of it, but I'm proud.
Right.
I'm proud. And it's my job to use all of that will that I used into just rhyming words
Right.
to pushing them further. And the way to do that is to talk to 1 million of them a week, not 30,000 of them a month. That's Joe's take.
Right.
But back to why I'm happier. I'm at peace internally, and I love what I do.
And
what I do
making a lot of money.
is I talk to my friends
You making a lot of money.
twice a week, and I talk to my friends whenever y'all want to pull up.
Hey. And you making a lot of money.
And I'm underpaid and deserve way more than I'm paid.
That's a Fendi jump with a
Way more
that's a
than I'm
cashmere
paid.
Fendi sweater and a Rolex.
Is it cashmere?
It's
Yo,
something.
I've had this Rolex since 2010. Why do people tell? I have had this.
Listen.
Hey, wait, hold on. I'm glad you said that. No, you put the alley-oop by the rim, so let me
The
say
play
this.
don't care who make it. You know what I'm saying? You got that Rolex on. That's all I know. I
In
see a
2010,
Rolex, I see a
2012?
Rolex in the Fendi jump. I see a Rolex in the Fendi jump. So
You know why? You know why I'm so proud to wear the same Rolex every single day, like with no trace of jewelry anywhere? It's because number one, I worked for it. Number two, I worked hard for it. Like in rap, I always said, I want a Rolex. So I wear it. And the fact that I have the ability to change it and do stupid shit and weird shit and switch the watch and do all the super fly shit, but I don't, and I keep showing up with the same fucking Rolex, I think it speaks to my character. I do. I do. I don't know why do y'all have to wear all this shit?
What?
You
What,
got
what?
shades on, the fucking frame
got
is
shades
dirty,
on.
you didn't clean
I
them.
got shades on.
Yeah.
I really can't tell. I don't know.
They're
I don't
dirty
care.
frames.
You want to clean? Oh, somebody? I don't give a fuck. But I don't got that much. I got a pinky ring on and what?
And jewelry, you got the rapper kit.
Nah, ain't no rapper.
It's a rapper kit.
It's not rapper kit.
I'm gonna wear jewelry so y'all know I'm not like you peasants, and I'm gonna wear shades so y'all can't look into the depths of my soul and my eyes.
And I'm gonna wear a fedora so I can be condescending to this nigga that I've known for 10 years. I'm gonna talk about this old Rolex that's worth $15K because I've been had it since 2010, and that's the fucking Media Man
Vintage.
kit. It's the Media Man kit. for
Yes,
you niggas.
goddammit. Come on, give it to
Yeah.
me. Give it to me,
Media
goddammit.
Man kit. Nigga got 700 cameras out here. You know what I'm saying?
Brendan
he out
does.
here with the Fendi jump with the logo secret because you can't really see it. It's black on black. But this Fendi, it's protruding through the shirt.
It's
But
protruding.
whatever the case
Nothing's
is,
protruding.
he gonna come at me for wearing a couple chains. I got a plain black T-shirt. Sometimes I gotta dress up the plain black T-shirt, right?
You look good.
Thank you.
What's your current muse?
I don't have one right now. That's probably why I'm writing a little slower, probably.
You,
maybe.
you do not have a muse
Not
at the
right now.
moment.
Not at the exact moment. I do not.
Do I get any credit? Hold up for a minute. Does Joe get credit? Joe goes on his podcast.
Joe make X amount a year. I'm sure his credit is good.
Yo, what is telling y'all that I'm getting money? Because I want to hide it.
Yo, somebody want to bring over that chinchilla coat real quick?
It's inside out.
Nah,
You seen it?
there's enough chinchilla in
It's
that
inside
motherfucker.
out.
There's enough chinchilla in that motherfucker to warm up a small.
It's not
village.
mine.
No, it is. I saw the
It
stitch.
is.
I saw the stitch in it. It was.
That's a Ferragamo line.
I know. Yeah.
It's
Ferragamo.
all right.
Go ahead, tell
It
him.
ain't bad.
Tell him. Tell
you
him.
make
I'm-
me sound shallow. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
no, it's a Ferragamo. Tell him.
Wait, I had a question I was getting to
Nah,
about
but let's
muses.
go back to the Ferragamo chinchilla.
Muses.
Is that why you're only in the studio?
Ask a nigga why he don't make albums no more, and he say, "Oh, I like my job, and I don't fuck with y'all niggas." And then you see a Ferragamo chinchilla to the right of you, and nigga, my man was like, "Who jacket is that?" I said, "Nigga, whose jacket do you think it is?" Do you think any of these white people will come up here wearing this long ass chinchilla Ferragamo jacket?
I was chilly.
But your jacket is already like terry cloth or
I was
something.
chilly today.
All
I just
right,
wanted to
feel
keep
you.
warm.
I understand.
See,
I probably wouldn't make music either if I was making that much money interviewing niggas.
But I think it's some bullshit.
And I could be
See, but
condescending
that's
to at
my
the same
point.
time,
I
that'd be
think it's
fun.
some bullshit that I was unable to purchase that coat making music. I think that's wrong.
So you do it for
I
the
think
money?
Leo Cohen and Kevin,
You
huh?
do it for the money?
Do what for the money?
You interview niggas for the money?
No. Is your publicist afraid of you?
My publicist? Why would she be afraid of me?
I don't know.
No.
Does she view you as
Where your publicist? She here?
I don't have one.
He? You don't?
my
Why not?
my publicist for me is shut up.
Or just don't say nothing?
Now, yeah.
Oh, okay, respect. I mean, like, when was the last time you had a publicist?
2015. 2004. When I was rapping. I had a publicist. Hey, Sarita.
So you don't think that you can get in a situation where you feel like you might need one?
Yeah. I clearly need one. I've been trying to get on late night for fucking 20
Yeah,
years.
well, there you go. There you go. Tell all the publicists and agents.
Yeah,
do
shout
that
out
too.
to. Do you have an agent?
Yeah, I got some agents.
What's your pub
I
situation?
got one in Europe and I got one in here too. Pub situation's good. We talking right now about some things.
Re-up.
Some things.
Re-up. Here's my question for you. They're gonna say I have my Diddy cape on again, but it's fine. This is just an honest question to creators.
To create a toxic moment with Wale. Go ahead. Add to the list of niggas that get the toxic moments from Wale and that just come off the wrong way for everybody, every time.
No, that wouldn't happen here.
Shit, the fuck if it won't.
The guy who creates the idea versus the guy that markets the idea. How do those two work in conjunction? I
You gotta be a little bit more clear. I want to say the guy.
I wouldn't dare.
Say the names of because I'm trying to visualize what you're saying. I can't.
Well, I get this from the Puff Mace talk, but when I was having that talk, I realized that it was a talk I had amongst my friends years before that ever took place.
What happened with Puff and Mace?
Which was,
I don't know what happened.
Mace said Puff was doing some wild shit. Puff never responded. But the talk I was having with some of my friends who have working regular jobs, who is more valuable, the guy that creates an idea from nothing or the guy that gets that idea to the world? This conversation has zero to do with Puff and Mace or what happens. That's just what inspires this.
A lot of niggas I know do both. You create it. I create it and try to get it to the world the best I can. I can't really separate the two for real.
Because you're in the boat of having to do both.
I don't know that situation. I don't know many people in that situation. I get it to the world by any means necessary, or I try to.
But if you couldn't, you would find value in the person that can.
Maybe I'm still looking for that. Maybe
Okay.
I'm still looking for a way to get it to the world. Maybe I still want to get Sumi to 5 million people to hear it one time. You know what I'm saying?
How you sold too many records to still be on that? I wouldn't think that. I wouldn't
I
think
sold
that.
a lot of records, but you always gotta work at getting your shit off and making sure that niggas hear your shit. Always.
How does Wale rebrand or reinvent?
I don't know, but maybe it's close to that time. I don't know.
And I'm not saying that it is.
No, I know. I mean, in my mind, maybe who knows? But I don't know. Maybe I need to, maybe I don't. You know.
Oh wait, that's what I was saying before you cut me off earlier.
Well, I cut
Joe
you
Budden goes on his podcast, says, "Yo, Wale might do all right with a girlfriend." And then 2 weeks later, the blog say Wale had a girlfriend. I'm not saying I had anything to do with that, but
Did it help?
I don't like it's nothing with you and nothing. Like I don't listen to no podcast, nothing. I look at my timeline. I look at I converse with a few niggas and with females in my life that I just talk to on a regular basis. That's how I find out stuff. I ain't really know about that, but I don't have a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a space where
You can't do love and hip hop without a girlfriend, by the way.
I don't want to do that. Oh, about to go crazy. I don't want. I'm not interested in.
That's a joke.
All right, no, that joke is a triggering joke.
wait, Mona's
I feel
triggering?
like, no, I feel like
Why? I'm on it.
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I know.
It don't trigger me, though. I've been on it.
I bet it don't trigger you. I bet.
Should it?
Listen, I just know that like sometimes it lays an unrealistic foundation as to what really goes on in this industry to people who can't touch people that are in this shit. People have a certain expectation of how our lives are based on whatever goes on that program. And it's cool. It's a great show. I watched seasons long ago. You know what I'm saying? Once I started really getting deep into the rap music industry, I just couldn't. And plus, I watched Monday Night Raw. It's been fire the last couple of weeks. Shout out to Paul Heyman and all them too. But I'd rather watch. They both fake.
Wrestling cut you.
They predetermined. I'm sorry, I should never say fake with wrestling. Wrestling isn't fake. It's predetermined. Sort of like love and hip hop.
Does wrestling cut you a check?
Is love and hip hop predetermined?
For me, no.
It's all real.
For me, it is.
I'm not.
I can't speak on their actual business model. I can only speak on my experience.
Mm-hmm.
For me,
Yeah.
there's nothing predetermined.
You sure?
I'm telling you.
Not like a little, like, I mean, even if it's loosely based, you know, nothing?
Nah, all they could do is sit you down.
So nobody can tell you, like, to shoot something that you said again? Twice? 3 times, maybe?
Yeah, but that's not predetermined. That's, hey, repeat what you just said. Not telling you what to say.
Has there been anything that's been, like, kind of emotional or kind of, like, toxic on either end that they made you recut?
That they made me recut?
Yeah.
Well, recuts come with television, by the way. Let me just say that.
So it's predetermined.
Because of a recut?
Because it's not really live.
You sound
They're
like the
not-
niggas on Love and Hip Hop that every Monday after the episode here, they be like, yo, the editing! TV's edited.
Yeah. But
TV does recuts.
and I'm glad you said that. It's TV, it's entertainment.
Yes.
Just like wrestling, right?
I wasn't trying to insult your wrestling
I'm not
fandom,
going
by the way.
with you.
Oh, okay.
It's people watching this. I know they need to hear
You think
this.
people look at you different because you're such a huge wrestling fan?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I just think they live in the same world of like being entertainment. And I just think that sometimes the things that occur on that show set an unrealistic expectation for the world. There's super beautiful women on there with rap careers, and niggas is in the studio and all this other stuff, and all these things happen. It just kind of sets a unrealistic expectation if you're going to it to seek information about the industry and how it works. And again, it's a great show. It's produced great. I'm sure there's not a big overhead. Like it's a great show, but I don't know.
It's a big overhead.
Some people, is it?
It's a big overhead.
We're gonna talk about that. I would never think, but I'm just like, there's probably kids that's looking at that like, when I rap, it's gonna be like this, and it's not, you know, like Empire is not realistic, right? Love and Hip Hop is not realistic for everybody's experience.
Sometimes I get offended when those two shows are lumped together that way. Even though I understand.
The flock of birds just ran into the shit together. That was crazy. Now they flying. It was like 18 birds that just flew in here together. That was crazy. I never seen no shit like that.
Only right here on the pull-up?
Yeah, only right here on the pull-up.
How
The
proud
birds pull up on Joe all the time though, just not at the show.
Yo, one day I'm gonna talk to you rappers about the false
Every time you
misconception.
bring me up, it's always y'all niggas and you rappers. But continue.
That is a misconception that Joe brings up birds everywhere.
We going. Let's move on.
How proud of you of Meek?
Oh, super proud.
Let's talk about that.
The nigga, I mean, shit. When he was locked up, we probably talked like once or twice a week. You know, me, Nay, his sister, Coon, we be on a three-way call, like just talking, like, and then like, and I just was seeing like how, where his heart was, and it's just to see everything, you know, he manifests everything that happened right now. Only a few niggas really know about like that time and that era, you know, and that shit is like inspiring, bro. Like he's showing niggas, and as a friend, he just showing me like, damn nigga, like I remember like we talked like, and he was just talking about what he was gonna do and how he was gonna move and shit like that, and I'm literally seeing it right now for my eyes.
You like the Believe record with Justin?
Yeah. Well,
More importantly, you're promoting it, so that's a good thing.
yeah. We always hold each other down.
I know, I like y'all now. I like y'all like this.
Yeah.
And I like the position that he's in. It looks
We both
it looks
like,
good
we
on him.
both like everything right now. Me, him, and Rose.
That's why I can't understand why there's not like a huge MMG renaissance happening.
We just busy. We all busy.
I don't believe
right
that.
now. No, we busy. I just come back from.
I mean, I know y'all are busy. Don't take me wrong. Each of you are busy.
Ross pushing this shit.
But
me
no.
pushing this.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that.
All right. What's next? What you got?
I just feel like fuck that.
All right, fuck that. But okay, now what's up?
Because that's. I assume Ross was busy when he made the shit pop off.
Yeah, but everybody a little busy in there. Meek is
busier than he's
10
ever
times
been.
bigger. I'm 10 times bigger than when that first happened. Like, it's still gang shit. Like, it's always gonna be like that.
And I asked Ross this same thing, didn't I? I did ask Ross this. And he kind of said the same thing that you're saying.
It's love, cause I spent time when I'm in Miami, or when me and Ross in the same city, we spend time. That's my brother, bro. Like that's my OG. Like it's always love. Like we talk, we'll text stuff. He'll ask me about stuff, but like being around him, I know how he move. I know how his day is. Same thing with Meek. When I text Meek, I know how his day is. Like I talked to him 2 days ago, and the day before that, we talked every day last week. And
Wait, you talked to who every day last
Meek.
week? Last week.
Yeah.
Oh, so you was talking to him when he was doing the internet shit?
What internet shit?
When he was having the back and forth with Nick? With Nicki?
Nick Cannon?
No, Nicki Minaj.
When?
Never mind. It's not important.
Oh no, I don't.
It's not important.
Oh.
Oh, you were telling me that y'all were talking? I thought you were about to tell me.
No, we talk all the time. Like it's just love. It's just all homie shit. Like it's less about music and more just about like what's up, like how you moving, you good. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. I spent time with him. He was in the Bahamas. I was out there. Dallas, him, Zoe. We was all out there. It was cool. Like I just saw like his next little phase as like a the label head and shit like that.
2020. Is there anybody that you need to make it right with that you feel like?
As far as what?
I leave that open to your own interpretation.
Hove. That's my idol. You know what I'm saying? That's my Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like it's like one conversation we gotta have. But it ain't nothing bad though. Like we just gotta have one conversation. I mean, like there was a time that I could reach Obama easier than I can reach Jay-Z. And you know, Jay-Z
Well, he's hard to reach.
Jay-Z took me on my first world tour. Took me on my first major domestic tour. I learned a lot from him. This is a conversation that we probably should have soon. Things I want to tell him.
A conversation where he just needs to listen.
Just a real solid combo. Just real solid, like where I'm at now as a grown man, you know, I left Rock Nation as a child.
Versus where you were.
Just now that with just learning about myself and how things were.
And were both of y'all children, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Were both of y'all children, you as in your infancy stage as an artist and Rock Nation in their infancy stage as a growing, developing business?
That's heavy. That's a heavy question, bro. You probably should get a network show. Like it's just, you're good at your shit. You're good. But I could see the wheels turning. You like a like you in your battle rap freestyle mode where you can rearrange stuff and still get what you got. That's the talent. Y'all gotta pay this man like he deserves. Like for real, not Revolt. This has nothing to do with Puffy. I'm sorry. Spotify either please keep me on your playlist, but whoever is paying him, just pay him more.
You know why that is? Honestly, because a lot of the situations that I speak to artists about, like even what you're saying right now, like, yo, I need to have a 100 with Hove. Like, I've been there. Like, I've always been there. So I've been at that point in my career where, for different reasons, of course, I needed to have a 100 with Hove.
Right.
And I couldn't reach him.
He's the Black Godfather. He's the new Black Godfather. Jay-Z the new Black Godfather. If we keep it in the beam.
That's a good way to look at that.
He's the new Black Godfather. But the crazy thing is he's still in the game. So he's Black Godfather, but
have you made the necessary steps to have that combo?
Wow.
Not yet.
No, I just got a text that could probably make me a lot of money. But what'd you say?
You're rich, aren't you? Tell us.
I am, who's really rich though, for real? If
Jay-Z.
you want more, you're not rich. If you want more.
Oh, you giving me a poem. The fuck
No, I'm just saying, if anybody who want more couldn't be rich.
Have you taken the necessary steps?
There's homeless people that don't want nothing. They rich.
I'm gonna sit on that.
Literally, I live in Hollywood. I got a crib in Hollywood. When I'm in LA, and there's always homeless people up and down the block. They don't even want nothing. Them niggas is richer than a billionaire that want $2 billion. They gotta
They're
be.
rich in spirit, you're saying?
They rich. Like nigga, they get $1 and they break that shit down, go get like a bottle of water and whatever the fuck, like, or get $10 and break that shit down for a week. And they feel like they up. They have no responsibilities. They have nothing to keep up with. They dirty. They don't give a fuck.
All right, that was a quick on-the-fly question. I'm still waiting for you to answer my. Have you
so
made
what's
the,
rich?
the
What is
necessary-
rich? What is rich? Because rich is your opinion of what rich is.
Rich is fruitful.
Fruitful? What you mean? My man swimming? What's fruitful mean? All I know fruitful is in terms of making babies.
Well, that's why I have the dictionary.com app.
I'm glad you do.
Fruit, full, producing good results, beneficial, profitable, fruitful investigations. Abounding in fruit as trees or other plants, producing an abundant growth. That's the one I would go with, Rich. Producing an abundant growth.
Producing an abundant growth?
Whether that be in finance or spirit.
I'm doing okay.
I know you rich, nigga. You got diamonds on your sneakers.
But these come with the shoes.
I know, but only rich people can buy those shoes.
Nah, they bought as much as probably like a resold Jordan or something like that.
You didn't boycott any of the clothing, the designers that did any of the stupid shit?
I put them on timeout.
There we go.
I put them on timeout.
Got it. Oh, but you still didn't tell me if you've taken the necessary steps to actually have that conversation with Jay-Z. That's what I want to know. Because it took me a little while for me to do it, and it took me a while to figure out how to do it.
Again, it's not like nothing bad, like it's got to be urgent, but it's just I just want to holler at them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it should be urgent because we're dying. We're dying.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it should be urgent. Because I would hate for that day to ever come where...
No, ain't nothing like that. Like, that nigga know I love him, he love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my man. But it's just, life. You know what I'm saying? He got 3 kids and, I've been navigating through the industry my way and he's also not easy to, like, locate or, like, pull up on. And on top of that, I don't want to pull up on him, like, at an event where he just cooling and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So, but, I mean, I've taken the necessary steps and it's all love. Me, Jay Brown, Lenny, and
Jay Brown,
Emery, everybody's all love. B-High.
Hey, Jay Brown.
B-High, what up? Lenny, everybody.
I'm happy.
You always happy. You making money. You got your shirt Fendi. You got a Rolex on.
No, Wale. I mean, I'm happy with you and where you are and where we are and what we've discussed.
Well, give me the toxic shit, man, because I wanted you to get toxic. Please, Joe.
I'm not toxic, Wale.
Why are you so laid back, man? It's good. How do you feel about you? Do you feel like you're getting enough money from Revolt for your situation?
No.
Mona Scott, is she paying you enough?
No.
Do you know how many people that
No.
you're bringing to the show with your podcast?
None of these-
Are you the highest paid person on the show?
No.
Why not? Who's the highest paid?
None of these, hey, let me help you. None of these people are paying me what I deserve. None of my employers.
Then why you got Fendi on? Why you got Rolex?
In closing,
And I've seen in the Chinchilla custom Ferragamo joint. Why?
something like
You're not getting paid.
Something
So you're
like-
not making money?
They told me it was cold out today.
Everybody want to make money, right? You making
Why
money.
do you keep going back to this money thing?
You brought it up first.
When?
You brought up the money first. We can run the tape back if you
I
want.
asked you if you was rich.
That's money.
That's true. If you look at it that way.
Rich.
Could've
Are
meant-
you rich?
could've
You
meant-
didn't ask me about.
You could have meant in spirit. Are you
would-
investing in anything?
You would have said in spirit.
Are you investing in anything?
Yeah. My time in this fucking interview.
I'm investing in you. All right, lastly, in closing. I feel like I never asked like happy questions.
I'm not the one who wrote the interview. I didn't do the script.
I didn't write anything either, nigga. It's off the dome.
Oh, you freestyling?
Yes.
So this is your art.
Yes, it's
what's
always
up.
art. 5 things that you hold nearest to your heart today.
Well, this water is real close to my heart. This shirt.
Water looks delicious.
Thank you. Close to my heart. My thing is I can't get. I would never. You ask a question like that, and I give you a generic answer. So I gotta really think for a second.
So think. Have a blast. Think for a little bit.
My true friends. My true friends. The ones that if they hear this, they know like.
Yo, you know who you are?
It's one of those, but it's a little deeper. That's like, yo. I honestly know how he feel or what he feeling. There's some niggas that be with me all the time that don't really have a clue. So the ones that really care and really kind of like show it in different ways, them, always my family and like my daughter. The fire that's in me, like the never say die, the football mentality that I've always kept. I keep that close to me, and I guess my creativity and never being like being grateful for the creativity that I was blessed with, to always be creative, even when I'm around like people that ain't really on what I'm on.
You have a daughter. Did the Kobe passing with Gigi affect you differently because of that?
Yeah, I mean,
It fucked me up.
it just reminds us we don't got no fucking control for real. We don't got no control, and that shit's so crazy because it's like you don't even want to say that because it's like it's almost like manifesting it, but it's just like
But it's true.
it's brutally true. I don't know. That's been the most significant thing that happened in our generation. You know what I'm saying? Our OGs, everybody from Hove age and the older to my age and younger, like everybody. Like there's a big like 70-year gap of that shit was fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And how it happened and how we're in a real-time society and everybody's gonna remember where they was when it happened. You know, and just like Nipsey, everybody's gonna remember where they was when they heard it and remember what they seen and all of these stuff. Like, you know, it was heavy. And I don't even honestly think that it's all the way hit most of us yet. It's like slowly creeping up on us daily.
Got it. Well, I love you. Thank you. This is a long time coming, us sitting down this way.
I want to be with the other joint because it's more relaxed and it's not in like. I feel like I'm being interrogated right now.
No, I never want you to feel that way.
Yeah, well,
I want you to
so
always
good.
feel at peace and at your most comfortable when I'm around. I do expect an invitation to the next house party where unreleased music will be being played.
I think we're gonna do that this summer in LA. I think we're gonna do it.
And I look forward to hearing what you have to offer. In spite of what you say right now, and I gotta tell you, I think that you look great. I think that you sound great. I think that you come off more clear-minded than you've ever been, whether it's an illusion or not, because none of us will know, because you're private that way. But it feels good to hear one of our great poets as clear-minded as you have been in the sit-down, and I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me. And this is long overdue, like you said. You know, we'll keep grinding and do what we do. We tucking our jewelry.
There you go. Yeah, they ain't got to know it's that. You got Cash App? No?
Nah, I just feel like it's a way to get scammed.
But so how do you trick?
I don't.
You fucking liar.
Well, I
You
got
are a
tricked.
liar. You trick on your muses.
Nah, I look good. And
Well,
I
maybe
got
that's
great
why.
conversation.
Maybe that's why you don't have a muse.
Because I look good.
Because you're not tricking on muses.
I feel sorry for a girl that don't want to be my muse.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another fantastic episode of The Pull Up. And I'm out of here.
I'm Joe Budden. Mom's coming soon.
This is Wale. He's working on mad new music that he won't tell us about because his Warner label head is here with a Warner sweatshirt. But at some point, we'll be able to get into the new music. And I know it's coming.
You niggas always need new music.
I know it's coming because when the niggas get super successful at the label with the project they're working on, the label will say, all right, give us the next one. And he's in the studio listening to beats. That's how I know.
This is MTV News. God bless. This nigga be trying to put the pieces together.